their
That's
neighborhood,
rioting.
their businesses
That
they own,
yes, that is rioting. But as soon as you
and
implement
effective,
looting,
and
that's
effective.
it is in yes, you are right. That is ineffective. And they almost had it. They almost had it because they were basically letting the cops know, y'all not fucking with us like this anymore. We're tired. We're gonna destroy y'all now. Because when they started shooting those rubber bullets, you know they're supposed to shoot them to the ground so they could ricochet and hit people. They were shooting people straight up.
I
What
seen.
does that mean? That means that the cops that were using those weapons, those rubber bullets, were not trained. They
Well, let
weren't
me ask you a
trained properly.
question. So you just said
And
something
they
about
were
the rioting
afraid
and the
too.
looting, and that it
It's
got
a
to a
big
point.
difference.
But okay, so let's just talk about the rioting
Kev,
that led to the looting.
to riot is different. I'll
It's
give
to
you an
say that
example.
we're gonna overpower you.
I'll give you an example. There's back in the days, like in the cowboy days, when someone did it's called what is it called? It is called
Universal law.
no. It is called oh my god.
Google it.
No, I'm not Googling shit. It's in my head. I just gotta get it.
I've been sponsored
You
by
getting
Raw.
old, man. So
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Sponsored by Raw and PG Kush.
Okay, I'll give you an
hey,
example.
hey,
I'll give you an
hey,
example.
hey, Baruch College. Let's get a word in.
Baruch, that's right.
Sponsored by Army.
I got it. It's called frontier justice. That is when you take the law into your own hands and you're not a lawman. So, for example, back in the days when they were gonna hang somebody, if that person killed, let's say that person killed someone from a family, that family members, I don't know, let's say
Like a
one
citizen's
person kills,
arrest.
yeah, let's say one person kills a brother. The other brother comes and kills that person before they get a chance to hang them, because back in the days they used to hang them in public. That's called frontier justice.
How
And
you applying
that,
it now?
yes, if they applied it now, they would have had it, because to riot is to shake shit up. So for example, the cop in where was it, in Minnesota? It was
Yeah.
it was in Minnesota.
You hit the nail on the head.
That's
You
right.
don't even know it.
Let's
Come
say
on.
every citizen in Minnesota got together and said, we're fucking these cops up, we're tired. And they riot. That is not bad, because now they have a cause and they're doing it to the people that they need to do it to. But as soon as you incorporate
They're
looting,
not that brave.
it is bad.
Forget the looting for a second. Because what you're saying, right, is they're going to bum rush the cops, all the cops, whether they're good or bad. They're going to overtake them, show them we got this show of force, and you don't think, play it out. There's not going to be a response, a state response, or a national response. So, yeah, now the whole United States got to do it, because you can't have the army everywhere. And when that happens, now the other countries start going, look at these motherfuckers. They distracted. Send the planes. Boom. And rioting is limited to the sense that it's going to happen for that cause. But to say that it's going to overwhelm and make something change on a national level?
Nah, it won't happen. Not in this country.
But then the cops in the army are going to start firing real bullets. So now we're shooting each other.
Because of what you said, Andy.
I'm not saying that it was going to change. I'm saying that they almost had it. They almost had it, to the point that something could change just a little bit. I'm not saying that the citizens are going to take over the country and they're going to run things.
No, I said
This
that
country
earlier.
is supposed to be based by the citizens. The citizens vote these people into power. So they're supposed to be able to run the country. I'm not saying that's not going to happen. What I'm saying is there's a big difference between rioting and looting. So they should have rioted and kept it like that. But then you have ignorant people that see this as an opportunity. It's just like the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance. When he grabs the kid, what are you doing? He goes, what do you mean? There's not a cop around in for blocks, because they caused a scene somewhere else and all the cops were somewhere. So they almost had it. They would have done good if they would have just rioted. Once you incorporate looting, it's a bad thing. Ignorant people. Ignorant people.
What's a good analogy for this topic? I just watched Any Given Sunday, and it shows the racism on the black side of it in the NFL. But you have black people that don't see it that way because they understand the bigger picture of it. No different from gladiators. You're a warrior. You may be famous, but you're there from a higher power using you like a fucking mule.
No matter what, they're still being used just like animals.
My God, even if you had your own business, if you have your own business, if you had a business as an entrepreneur and you hire people, then they're your mules and your slaves. That like there's a modicum of respect to say that not everybody in a work ownership relationship is slavery, because not everybody can own. If everybody owned, then you'd be your own worker.
When was the last Spanish president here in this country?
Never, man.
What are you eating?
Wait. Why can't a regular citizen that's eligible to fucking run for president with requirements ever elected?
Because Miguel Alvarez.
Why they don't put a regular motherfucker in the last 45 fucking presidency as a regular motherfucker instead of some iconic nigga that, everybody's and woo. What the fuck?
Because a regular nigga no one knows.
But wait, these are fights.
This is a popularity contest.
Wait. These are fights. These are sub-fights. Some battles should be fought before other battles.
You understand, most politicians on a city, local, state level are regular niggas. What you talking about?
You got a country with a group of women that don't even understand why they lost power when the fucking Europeans came to colonize this country.
Talk, elaborate.
Wait. First order of business, when you're gonna colonize, that means you're gonna segregate and you're gonna have your specific fucking people and shit in where you want.
They have roles.
You cannot have your women rummaging around, getting mixed with the colors you're trying to keep separate and doing certain things.
So that all went to hell. Now they got equal rights or 77 cents on the dollar rights. What does that mean?
Listen.
You saying women are fucking up the world?
You keep them in the house to preserve your color. That's the mentality. It's stupid, but we did a lot of stupid barbaric methods in this fucking world.
You're talking about back then. What about now? You want to keep them in the house?
They still had that structure of women. Stay out there. You might get mixed with that redskin mixture. And that did happen. There was a lot of mixed white people and Indians and shit.
They wanted that pickle.
And it brought predicaments. All these stories of movies.
It took me a while to get back to a movie. But I don't know if you remember True Romance.
Look at the beef.
When he talked about the Moors who conquered Sicily.
Listen to the white beef. Cleopatra.
It's been mixed forever.
They had a kid together, right?
Who?
Cleopatra.
Yeah.
With a white dude from the other army, the opposing side, the ops.
Yeah, but she was a whore.
But listen, they learned from that. Some people use that tactic. Like, you know what? Women's gonna make. Look, we got more.
Yo, this segment was sponsored by Pornhub.
I prefer you jizz.
You just nah. There's too many ads on that. XNX.
All right. This is for public consumption. If we use this part.
Now you talking about.
You call Cleopatra a whore. Look, I remember Andy, Angelina Jolie played Cleopatra, didn't she?
We do this tactic in the hood. In the hood, we always protect our female cousins and sisters from. It's the same concept. So what we do, we strip them from a lot of rights. Priscilla was one of them, caged in her house. For that reason, what I'm talking about in a bigger scale. I'm not talking nonsense here. This is a strategy.
Well, then it's a conflicting strategy nowadays. Because they out and about.
How do you
It's like they're taking our jobs.
How you undo something new?
And they winning.
No. If people stood up and did a tactic, an old school tactic, they'll change this shit. That's the only way you combat some new shit.
All right, what's the old school tactic?
Some old shit, man. If you're in an area,
club them over the head and take them to your cave. That's the old school tactic.
So the women are doing that now.
It's
Hillary should have just rocked.
It's like
Trump.
Before you go to your
enemy, and they go stalking her on the debate. She should have turned around and said, "Boom!" She would have got a fucking landslide.
Of course, yeah.
Instead, she's looking over her shoulder, scared.
Look,
what you said, Miguel?
This nigga's eating dinner. Yeah,
Obama said this wasn't the way when he was president. He had mad riots going on about this.
Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
Right? During Obama's presidency, he had a lot of these riots. And he said this ain't the way.
You got a lot of these riots?
Yeah, I can't breathe. Fucking the Gardner dude, the guy from fucking the gas station.
The kid with the hoodie.
Yeah, Trayvon, he had so many of these riots. Black Lives Matter was on the Obama administration shit, and he was like, I'm not with this bullshit, the extra bullshit. Out of his mouth. But if somebody else from a different color says that,
And
it's a problem. And that itself is an issue.
And Trump said, if you get to looting, we're gonna get to shooting.
And Miguel said,
Guess what? Same thing you tell your kids. If your friends act up, guess what? You're gonna be taken out.
Yeah.
No difference, man. Look, the way you run a country, business, and everything, it's the same way human interaction treats every relationship. And racism, if you got people in charge that are racist by human nature, and you got a group of people that are in charge,
it's over.
That's it. Humans are what fuck it up. Unless you get an animal in the White House, then we'll be good. But they don't look at us, oh my God, look at the feathers on that motherfucker. Look at the fur on him. No, look at the scales on that idiot. They don't do that. The minute the human open their mouths, they fuck everything up.
well, what we're not catching or we don't understand is all the judges he's been putting in. There's things on levels that are going to fuck us up for years, decades.
People forget we are just no different from animals. We just have structure. Like
now we got opposable thumbs.
Human structure shit. That's word of mouth structure.
Raccoons got opposable thumbs.
Do they?
Yes. We don't live under natural order.
And look, they got a marketing deal with Wendy's, right?
What, raccoons?
Yeah, stay up late.
Oh yeah, they looking in the dark. But raccoons have it too, yeah.
Do they? I gotta look that up.
Yes, they do. And
they be lifting up the toilet seat, holding their dick.
Yes, they can.
Let me tell you something.
Can do that.
Understanding is powerful. When animals migrate and another species kills the weak, the old, or the young on the way to the migration route that they keep for millions of years, right or wrong.
I don't know when you say
and
millions
let's say
of
elephants
years.
Migrating to a lake to drink water, and lions come and take a few fucking elephants. They don't stop and be like, man, we're gonna have beef with these lions every time we come through here. No, it's move along, Betsy. You lost fucking Timmy. Oh well, that's part of the fucking journey. Come on.
Yeah, but that's a microcosm. That's a little area they're walking through. So it's a little different.
I'm talking about the understanding.
Than on a grand scale.
Now, when you get thrown in as a human with this structure that we live in already, that's the understanding you gotta have. Whether you agree with it, if you disagree with it, if you're gonna try to fight it.
Well, the other problem is humans are mammals. And I get this from the Matrix. We just use up the resources and then we move on.
We're no different from parasites. We can just talk. If we were able to grunt and nod and keep it simple, we'll have less issues at night.
I agree.
We're going to save this for next week, but population control.
Until that
I don't want to start that.
Said, Henry's a little hairier than us. Oh, fuck. The moment that shit started, man, we fucked up. We should have kept with the grunting and That's all I think.
Yeah, so we should keep the communication simple.
Remember, vocabulary was the first form of bamboozle.
All right, so next week we start off with population control.
That's next week's topic?
That's how we're going to start it off.
What was this week's topic?
Well, we started something general, but then we went into a whole bunch about what's going on now.
It ties in together.
The riots, racism.
Population control, segregation, all that, same shit.
This one was to determine the difference between rioting and looting. What else we spoke about?
Well, I'm going to send it to you and then you'll see.
It's just a different... One thing we all agree, it's a difficult time right now, man, for everybody. Kev, you're about to be a grandfather. COVID is out there. Miguel, you got 3 small kids. Well, your son is older. I got a young one. My oldest one is going back to school in July. The shit it's a scary time.
Well, it
It's a
just makes you
difficult time
think
for
and be
everyone.
aware of your surroundings more.
That's
You
it.
can't just be
Understanding
absent-minded about
makes
shit.
best
You gotta be
preparation.
intentional.
If you don't understand what's going on, there's no way you can prepare for it. So you gotta
Yeah.
understand what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
so you can prepare accordingly. Everything, and that's the sad part. You gotta think back to when things were simpler. You gotta be a hunter, a gatherer, as a parent,
There's
or
no
as
more.
a person.
There's no more bar.
And
You
these are
can't
the things they try to
barter
strip
anymore.
away from us as individuals in society. All these natural human instincts and attributes that we have. But anyway, that's another topic.
Listen, if you
That's
rely
part of population control.
if you relying on me to kill an animal for some what?
That's a wrap.
I will.